Today I want to do another comparison with the GoPro Hero 9, one that I haven't done before. It's with the Sony a6400. Now, of course, these are two very different cameras that I normally use for very different things, but I wanted to see how they would compare with the stability and how the overall use would be to see which camera would perform better. Now, in order to test this, I mounted the GoPro Hero 9 on top of the Sony with a little adapter that I could put in the hot shoe. I saw this a little while ago in somebody else's video and I just thought it was brilliant, so I had to get one. This way, the Sony and the Hero 9 film the exact same thing. Now, I thought that the GoPro might show a bit of the lens in the bottom of the screen, but with the settings set for linear and the horizon leveling on, it crops the image a bit anyways, and the lens doesn't show in the image. On the Sony, I used an 18 to 105 millimeter lens. I haven't done any color correction on the footage. I did use a variable ND filter on the Sony, but everything is straight out of the camera. The Sony a6400 doesn't have any in-camera stabilization. Now, the new a6600 does, but this is just one of the few cons for the a6400. The lens that I'm using does have Optical Steady Shot, so that makes it look a little bit better when shooting handheld. To get some good test footage, I headed out to the zoo, so let's have a look at what I ran into. With a stationary shot, there isn't that much difference in the image really. There is some color difference, but with some color grading, that can easily be fixed. Once the cameras start to move, however, you can tell there is a big difference. The Hero 9 moves very smooth, and pretty much all the shakiness that comes from filming handheld is taken out of the image of the Hero 9. Now, of course, when the subject is far away with the a6400, I can zoom in and still have a great quality image in 4K. With the Hero 9, I filmed in 4K, so when I zoom in, I can still keep a decent quality image, but nothing compared to using a zoom lens. With the GoPro, you also see that it's not as focused on the thing that you want it in focus once you zoom in. The great thing with this setup though is that you can film two different angles. You have a zoomed in shot and a wide shot. So when something goes out of frame or moves too much, you have another shot that you can cut to, and it can look something like this. Okay, so the Hero 9 cannot compare to the zoom lens of the a6400, but the stabilization is fantastic. The shots look like they were filmed on a gimbal or on a tripod, and if you see how much movement there is in the shot sometimes, it's just amazing how smooth it looks. When you're filming up close, especially with something that moves, like when you're filming animals, it might even look better on the Hero 9 just because filming up close you need to move more, and the stabilization is just better on the Hero 9. I film a lot of animal footage, and most of the time they are far away, so using a zoom lens is a must. But I think from now on I'll be using this setup just so I can have a second camera angle that captures everything, and at the moment when there is movement or something happens off screen, I will have another shot that will probably have a smooth angle of it. So I'm gonna call it a tie. Like I said at the beginning, there are very different cameras that I use for very different things, but now I see that I should actually combine them. They can really supplement each other. I'm not gonna go running with the Sony, but I will take the GoPro with me when I'm filming animals. If you want to see more of the animal footage, I actually have a separate channel for this. It's called Keep It Wild. I post all kinds of animal videos here from animals all over the world, so go check that out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. Until next time, get out there and run.